Okay, great. So today what we will discuss is we'll start with the introduction of WordPress. Okay. Now, all these weeks we have also created content and we have now learned how to create a static and a dynamic content. So, what is a static content and a dynamic content? If somebody gives you a project or if work or related to that, you guys will be confident enough to completed, right? Now, what is WordPress? So we have also covered blog. We have also covered sites.google.com. So what blogger or sites.google.com do is it gives a basic layout, give basic software kind of a thing, okay? Software as a platform where you can just go online, okay? Put in your content and publish your content as a blog, as a page, as a landing page where people can go to that link and take a look at your blog. Now blogger has a different format. It's a very basic format in terms of letting your content out in the world, right? Now one that is the as I said, that's just the level one, okay, so to speak. Now if we want to make it level 10, I would consider WordPress to be on level 10 because what WordPress does is it allows you to make your content, okay, put it on different pages, okay, like you have how you have created Blogger, okay, or Google site, and publish it with World Wide Web, okay. Now this time the difference is there is much more better control, okay, as compared to previous ones. There is you can attach a domain name, okay, with that blog that you have designed or with that pages, let's say WordPress pages that you have designed. So what happens is your domain is connected to a certain pages, okay. Like let's say you have created 5 pages and you want people to now call that your website, okay, which you have done, and then it gives an opportunity for you to publish those pages to the world, right? So there are various ways of making a website, okay? So that is called a website, okay? What is the meaning of a website? Why don't you call it anything else? The reason is being we are all connected to the World Wide Web, right? So the in fact the word itself, the abbreviation itself, it says World Wide Web. So any site, it can be a Google site, it can be a blogger site, it can be a web site. Okay. So the reason why we need to create a website is because number one, if you understand the SEO practices, okay, or if you want to understand the SEO path for any business, the first path starts with creating a website, creating a web presence, right? Any person who is a new entrepreneur or who's just starting up a new business, right? The first thing what they have to do or they must do, okay, is to create an online presence. If their intention is to be very popular or uh, to become one of the sought out places online for that particular product or services that they're selling, okay. The number one thing that we need is WordPress, okay, to create a website, okay. Now, what is WordPress? Now, I've asked you to guys to go through WordPress.org, okay. Now, if you just type WordPress on Google, right, you will get a couple of information, couple of pages, URLs will pop up, based on the keywords. Um, And then you will notice there are two types of WordPress. Okay. One of the WordPress is WordPress.com. Okay. And the second WordPress is WordPress.org. O-R-G. Right. Now, what is the difference between .com and .org? Okay. Now, there are two types of WordPress, as I said, right? The .com and .org refers to the fact that one of them is free and one of them is chargeable, right? Any domain, any URL which ends with a .org, by default, it is considered or recognized as an organization, Okay, when a company recognizes, establishes themselves as an organization, okay, especially on a world wide web kind of presence, what happens? It is by default considered as to be a free or a community service, or it could be information site. Okay, it could be a government site, right? So if there is a .org at the end, that refers to the fact that your business or your website could be a community website, it could be an educational website, it could be um, free website, okay, where you provide free services. Similarly, .com means it's a commercialized, web format, right? Now, so basically, I want to go understand. I want to start with the history of WordPress, so that you'll know why WordPress has become the number one choice. Okay, so before WordPress was even there, okay, like 23 years ago, okay, the WordPress was launched, but then at that time it wasn't very popular, right? Nowadays, it's the number one platform to make websites. Now, let's say 20 years ago, okay, when WordPress was very new, at that time people didn't accept WordPress number one. Secondly, technology wasn't that strong, okay. Thirdly, the adoption of early technology was not there, right? How people used to make websites at that time? People used to make websites by coding, okay, by learning HTML coding, by doing Java code, okay. Now, you would say that are people not still doing it? Yes, people are still making websites using coding. People are still writing the specialized codes and creating their own databases. They're creating their own UI, they're creating their own custom apps and web pages or web applications. People are doing it. Then you say, then why WordPress was there was has now become number one? The reason is the demand and supply. Okay. So the demand for people to have a website or a web presence was getting higher and higher and higher every year, year after year, right? Demand of making websites, not only websites, but making web applications, making databases, managing database. It grew exponentially, especially in places like developing nations, in places like European nations, right? There the demand was, let's make a web app, let's think of a web app within a week, finalize it, and then next week we need the application online. Okay. Now, it is impossible, like literally quite impossible to find the best of the best developers who knows how to code and ask them to sit and do, work for you. Even though you would be able to hire that person, it might happen that the person might not be able to join right away, right? That's one, because he might be already busy because there's so much of demand, right? That's one. Secondly, it might happen that the person whom you are trying to hire, he himself is is not interested in the project, or maybe is engaged with some other freelance project, whatever it is. Okay, so again, you will have to wait, right? If your intention is to get a website, because you might not have coding knowledge, okay? So, but then you have a business idea, you have the funds for it, and you want to hire someone to get that done. So slowly with that, so all these were roadblocks, okay, in the path of towards digital revolution. All these were the early roadblocks, okay. People were getting frustrated because now again, earlier what was happening, if I wanted to make a website, okay, and I'm not technical, I don't know anything about technology, yet I can hire someone to do it. Now whatever I explain that person, okay, he will say yes, yes, I will do that, I'll do whatever he asked, and then when the final delivery comes, okay, at that time the work is completely different than what you expected. Okay, the website looks strange. So again, a lot of times two and forth, and then the project never really ends, okay, so to speak. And then it's an absolute, waste of time, money, and resource for that both people, for both person, because one, he could have the freelancer could have find another job, okay, instead of sitting and repairing all the damage that has been done, or sitting and changing the website that he has already developed. Secondly, the production from the client side also might increase, because a client is now doesn't have to waste time and read ask the team to redo it again, because he has to launch that website and make sure that it reaches all the people, right? So looking at all these roadblocks or hurdles, one thing was clear, that there had to be some sort of um, s- some sort of new solution, okay, which would be able to bring in the amount of work that is required drastically down, okay. It will bring the dependency on people, okay, dependency on particular some sections or some particular skills, right, of people. It might happen that even if you think you've given an task to a a person, and then he says yes, I'll do it, and he's trying to deliver, your idea doesn't match, you'll have to extra end up paying more, because first idea that you had given, they have made a website according to that. Now any iteration or any changes, you'll again have to hire the coders to get that done again. So how many times you want to hire, they will keep on asking for funds, right? Looking at all these roadblocks, there was a need for a smarter solution, for a free solution, for an open source solution. Okay, so one of the founders of WordPress.com, sorry, WordPress.org. Okay, then they only started WordPress.com as well, where they provide all the service which is available for free. Okay, on WordPress.org, but they will charge a little bit extra and give you more on in WordPress.com. Okay, understood till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay, great,
sir.
great. So ideally, what happened is the early adoption of technology was, as I said, was quite rare, was quite slow, right? Because people still didn't believe, or still weren't convinced of the technology which is coming ahead, right? Of them. So when they created websites and this, it was quite slow, right? Slowly, steadily, what happened is more and more people, more youngsters, they wanted to start a business. And when you start a business, you have a budget constraint, right? At that time, you cannot go ahead and buy, or you cannot hire professionals, to like give you advisory on how your business should be, whether you did a website, how to make the website, this, that, it all this. For doing all that, you need a lot of capital, number one, and time and effort of people sitting and doing it, and you have to pay them as well, salaries, right? So a lot of things revolve around that. So keeping that in mind, WordPress.org was developed. Now, what is WordPress.org? Everything, whatever controls and web page editing and everything which is there, okay, in WordPress.com, something similar, okay, is there for in WordPress.org. All right. So we can say that WordPress.org is one of the you say that it's one of the companies which have a mission to make a lot of people online, okay, with making proper websites and getting help. So a lot of people also contribute their time and effort as donators, right? They donate their time and skills, because that probably they are the ones who now realize that yes, we have to support, because that's the only way that we can sustain, right? So WordPress.com, the founders are same, okay, but one of the founders left the com and then started with WordPress.org, okay, and then initially it's the other way around. Initially, when WordPress was started, it was .org, okay, and then one of the partners said, you know what, I will say go a separate way and try to open WordPress.com and commercialize it. What do you mean by commercialize it? If you create any website or if you connect any database or anything on WordPress.com, you'll have to pay them. Okay, it is a paid version, right? So uh, ideally, if you have paid license, do you get more feature or less feature? Of course, you'll get a lot more features, right? Okay, so that is how WordPress.com has been designed. Having said that, WordPress.org also has all the templates and design factors and elements to use. Okay, yet if you want some bespoke or custom softwares or web application, then we will have to use .com. Okay, so there you go for the difference between .com and .org and what is it, WordPress and how what type are we going to use. So we're going to use anybody can guess, does anybody want to guess what we will use, wordpress.com or wordpress.org?
.org, sir.
Okay,
Yeah, same, sir.
same yeah. So obviously no, nobody will want to start paying and then learning about it, right? So .org is our go-to place for us to make websites. Okay, now how to make websites, where to click, what to do. So we'll discuss it today with all that information. Okay, and how about the technical installation part and how do we make it online, everything will be discussed today. All right, and tomorrow onwards, I'll create the logins and everything. So you guys will be doing practicals. Okay. There'll be no more theory. This will be the last theory. Okay. Because there's nothing much to discuss. And then theory, I think, is boring as well. Right. Fair enough. Okay. Shall
Yes,
we
sir.
proceed?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Great. So, first of all, what do you guys know what is a domain, right? If you look at your the screen, the I've opened here was the one of the steps, few steps to installing WordPress, right? Now, what's the first step? First step, okay? So you go to namecheap.com, okay, domain registrars, okay, to buy a domain because the first thing what is needed is a website for any business. Now, the website can only go online with a domain name, right? I just installed, I go to WordPress.org and download the software, okay, and designed the website, but I never connected to the world. Will it be ranked? No, right? Can anybody search my website? No, because it is still sitting in my computer. It has not been published online, right? So with that kind of thing, we have to make sure that whatever content that we are creating, okay, we can create all the content. Okay, we can gather all the digital assets. Okay, keep it in one folder. Okay, rename it or whatever, keep it, arrange it properly, and then the first step is we have to buy a domain name. Okay, from one of the domain registrars. You can choose any domain registrar, it doesn't matter, it's up to you. Okay, um or your clients or your client uh, team or your you know your what do you call your company will provide you the login, so you don't have to purchase, right? So tomorrow onwards we will work on the live domain, so you don't have to, we will not purchase the domain, but if in case if we end up purchasing a new domain, I'll show you how to purchase that too. Okay, it's very simple. We have to go to Namecheap. I use namecheap.com, so I would go to namecheap.com and then I'll put in the website name, okay, that I want. I'll see the availability. Okay, automatically the system will start doing availability check, which means two people cannot have the same website. Like two people cannot have the same number, right? Two people cannot have the same car number, right? The moment, but two people can have the same car model, right? The number will be different. Why? Registration is different and all that. So same goes with here. Two people cannot have the same website name. Some variations can be there. For example, facebook.com. I cannot buy because it's already there. But if I want, I can make a new domain, if provided is available for me to use it. Okay, like www.india.facebook.com. I can create that, and I'll check if it's free. Then I'll buy, right? Or if what is the fees? Sometimes what happens, Namecheap or any other providers, they offer massive discounts to buy a domain for the first time. Okay, so depending on your and it's very friendly. So depending on your requirement, depending on your client's requirement, if the client is purchasing and giving it to you, nothing like it, nothing better than that. But if the client says, you know what, you will have to purchase and give me, then at that time, you should know how to purchase and this and that way to go, whatever discounts you apply and this and that, right? So the first thing, we have to buy a domain name. Why domain name? Because once we construct the entire website, okay, we have to connect it to a domain so that when people go to that domain, whatever we have constructed in the background should start displaying on your URL. Okay, fair enough. Any questions on step one?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
All right. So let's move on to step two. Step two, it says buy hosting plan. Now, you went to I'll give you an example. Let's assume that you want to make a building or house, right? So what do you want to buy? First thing, you can I go and anybody's land and just start making my house? No, right? They will not allow me. I have to take permission from them, right? If they give permission, yes, then I can. If they know, I cannot, right? Here also same. So first, I need to buy the land. Okay, so buy the land means your first step is buy domain name. Okay. Now, once you bought the land, you have to create the building also, right? So to create the building, you have to buy a hosting plan. Now, to create a building, okay, for example, we bought the land. Okay, to make the building also, we need to buy bricks and sand and this and that, right? All the raw materials needed for construction, right? We still have to purchase that. If we don't purchase that, we cannot have a house, although we will still have the land, right? Similarly, you have to buy the land first, which is the domain name from the domain registrars. After that, we need to buy a hosting plan, which will host the website online. Okay, host it. That's why it's called hosting plan. Okay, a lot of times clients will tell you, you know what, the website has some hosting issues. Okay, hosting file is corrupt or whatever it is. Hosting login is not working. Okay, blah blah. So hosting means what? Hosting means they have bought the land. Okay, which is bought the website name. Okay, and now they're choosing one of the platforms to okay create a space, a hosting space, so that that website can be uploaded there. Okay, so that they can go live in simple words, right? So that is hosting plan. The third step, sorry, is uh, inside. See, the moment you buy hosting plan, we get? Okay, we get cPanel. Okay, it stands for control panel. Just why control panel? Because you can control advanced settings, okay, through cPanel, okay, to in terms of your account registration time, your database connection, your landing pages, your WordPress installations, your plugins, your um, any automated cron jobs that you have already given, that one, any DAM that you want to manage, all that can be managed by cPanel, okay. Without cPanel, you cannot manage all this. Okay, so when you create a website, first thing you gather all the document that you want or data that you want. Okay, and then go and launch the website by purchasing the domain. Okay, and then after purchasing the domain, for us to have a live launch in World Wide Web, we have to have a hosting plan. Okay, there are different types of hosting plan. Okay, how hosting plan looks, what we do, all that we will discuss later, okay, in the next class, that is tomorrow. Hosting plan, I will show you tomorrow practically, okay. So hosting plan gives you cPanel, okay. Buying domain does not give you cPanel, only hosting plan. Okay, just give me 1 second. So hosting plan, it is clear? Any questions with this hosting plan and cPanel? What we get with cPanel, I'll tell you now. But is it clear now, hosting plan and what we get with cPanel and what is the control of cPanel? Yeah?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yes, sir.
Great. Wonderful. So we have bought domain, we have bought hosting, and now inside cPanel, what we get? Okay. So inside cPanel, we get Softaclus app installer. Okay, that's one of the option. Okay, Softaclus apps installer. For example, when you buy a new mobile phone, okay, you get Play Store, right? Or when you buy Apple phone, you get App Store, right? Apple Store, whatever. Okay. Now, when you buy cPanel, you get Softaclus apps installer. Okay. Same how Android works. Like when you go to Play Store, you can install apps through that, right? You can install manually as well. Okay. But then manually it needs more technical skills, right? To install the app and this and that, right? But then if you want, you can just go to Play Store and search for the app that you want, download it and install, right? It's quite simple. Same while making website, we need a lot of small softwares, applications, okay, that can be installed through Softaclus apps installer. Okay, what type of softwares, you'll ask me? All the softwares we'll discuss what we'll need. Okay, as of now, for today, just a basic introduction. We'll get a lot of plugins, we get lots of widgets. Okay, we get a lot of automated you know planning, automated digital solutions or digital transformation solutions, planning solutions. Okay, so these are all different types of solutions in the form of softwares that can be installed only through Softaclus. Okay, now one of the applications that we need is WordPress. Okay, now when you go to softaclus.com, sorry, when you go to Softaclus apps installer, okay, we can install Softaclus. Inside Softaclus, we can install WordPress as a plugin or as a software that we will be using to host our website. Okay, so we go to Softaclus apps installer, search for WordPress, and then click install, and then it will ask where you want to get it installed. Okay, if you have two, three domains, two, three names of websites, you can choose where you want to install it. Okay, but if you have one, in your case, I think it'll have only one. Okay, so you just have to click next and then it will get installed on that particular website. Okay, website as a domain name. Okay, the moment it's installed, installation is done inside WordPress. Okay, you get lots of themes. Okay, like wallpapers and this and that we get, right? So themes we get inside WordPress, where we can choose whichever theme we want for the look and feel of our website. Okay, fair enough. Any questions till
Yes.
now?
No.
No, sir.
Great. So there you go. These are those simple steps. Okay, these steps I've just broken down to make a layperson understand as well. Very simple. Okay, what we will do, okay, we will start maintaining a website, okay, from tomorrow as a live project. Okay, tomorrow we will go through each and every functions of what a WordPress is, how WordPress looks like, what can be done, what cannot be done, what are the limitations. Okay, and then we will straight away, okay, start with the live project. Now remember, it is a live website. If we do any mistake, you can see it on the live, this one. All right, so we have to be very, very careful and attentive. Okay, fair enough.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So, as of now, what I would do is, I want to show you. Okay. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mm, can you see this name chip? Yeah. Are you able to see this? Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. So, if you look at so this is the website called namecheap.com. Okay. Now, under name, this is the complete URL. Okay, HTTPS, S means secure, and then colon slash www.native.com. All right. So this is what we use. As I said, we use for domain registry, right? So when you go to any domain registry, hello, any
Sir,
questions? I can answer.
I can't see, sir. Oh, no, now I can see.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. So I'm just flipping the screen. Okay. So here copy and network. So this is one of my account. Okay. So when you go to namecheap.com, you have to purchase the domain and the hosting plan. Okay. You have to purchase depending on what your client budget is. Sometimes clients will ask you to purchase and they will transfer the money, or they will purchase and they'll give you the username password. Okay. Or they will make you an account for you where you can log in and you can start working, right? So this is how it looks like. There's a namecheap.com. This has contact, sign in, sign up. So for the first time, if you use, you have to click on sign up. Second one, since I've already signed up, I have to just sign in. So this is the username password. I'll just click next, okay, or sign in. Sorry. The moment I sign in, it will take me straight to my account. Okay, this is how the account looks like. Okay, now here you can see on the left hand side you have dashboard, expiring, expired, domain list, hosting list, private email, SSL certificate, apps, and profile. Right now you will see what is a dashboard. You remember dashboard is a place where you can see all the information together, right? We have discussed this earlier, right? So basically, every software, every technology, every website will have a dashboard. Okay, so in the dashboard, you get overall information of the particular services that you are using, right? Hmm.
Sir, I can't see your screen.
What can you see? What are you able to
Uh,
see?
I see only the step to install WordPress screen.
Okay, so that's exactly what I was asking, right? Um, okay, no problem. Just give me 1 second. What about Lima?
Same here, sir.
I think now you guys can see, right?
Yes, can see now.
Okay, okay. So I'll just repeat quickly. Okay. So this is how I'll just sign out. Okay. So this is namecheap.com. You just have to go to namecheap.com. Okay. And then for the first time when you log in, you'll have to sign up, right? You put your username, password, and then blah, 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 whatever. Just click next, 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 and done, right? Here you can sign in once you signed up already. When you want to go to the account, you can just sign in, which I've already done. So I'm just going to sign in. Okay. So once I sign in, it'll take me straight to the dashboard. Okay. Oh my God. Bear with me. I'll just pause it here. So it's asking me to verify the OTP. So okay. So just give me 1 second. Okay.
Okay, sir.
These- Yep. Okay. So we're back. Okay. So so this is the panel. Can you see the screen? Everything all right? Yeah.
Yes.
Great. So this is the my account. Okay. On the left hand side, you can see dashboard, expiring, expired, domain list, hosting list, private email, SSL certificate, apps, and profile. So usually dashboard means all the information coming together in one place, right? What is expiring or expired? When I click on expiring or expired, it will tell me which domains that I have purchased have expired, which domain that I have purchased is still ready, it's expiring, is about to get expired, right? So for example, this one, elbridgeinfotech.com. I purchased this domain. Now it is expiring in on the March 13th, 2023. All right. In March, it'll expire. So if I want to renew it, I have to renew it. Okay. I'll tell you what does that mean. Okay. Every time you buy a domain, it is like a recharge, mobile recharge. Okay. You buy it for 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever. Okay. But there is a limit of buying. You cannot buy for unlimited years, right? Because you buy for 1 year, 2 years. Usually people buy for 3 years. Okay. And then renew it again, right? That is a usual practice. The same goes with the hosting plan too. Hosting plan can be bought once in a for 1 year. Okay. And then every year you have to upgrade or you have to purchase the hosting plan. Now here, for example, how many websites I have? I have all these websites. Okay. View all domains. A domain means the name of a website. Okay. All right. Let me refresh it. There you go. I've got one, two, three, four, five. 5 websites. Okay, live. So now these are all the domains that I own. Can anybody else take this name? No, they cannot. Okay. Can I give access of this particular account or a website to someone? Yes, I can. Okay. How to do that, what to do, all that we'll discuss later. Okay. So this is domain list. You can see all your domains that you have purchased. Okay. Same goes with hosting list. You can see your hosting plan. Okay. What is hosting plan? See, my plan is Stellar Plus. That is my plan. There are different types of plans. Okay. Now, when will it get expired? It will get expired on 16th of November 2024. Right. I told you with hosting plan, when you buy hosting plan, you get cPanel. Right. This is cPanel. Okay. When I click on cPanel, it'll take me to redirecting to cPanel, control panel. cPanel stands for control panel. Okay. Now, there you go. This is how the control panel looks like. Okay. This is what it is. Exclusive for Namecheap customers. What? Softaculous apps installer, website builder, auto backup, Namecheap SSL, blah blah blah. All that is there. Google Apps. So basically, we will go to Softaculous apps installer, like Play Store. All right. When I click on that, by default, it'll ask me, what do you want to do? What do you want to install? See, there are so many softwares that I can install. So many. Okay. There are, I think, more than 1500. Okay. Here, one of the things I see here is WordPress. I want to install this. I want to make my website WordPress. So what I'll do is I'll just click on install. Okay. The moment I click on install, okay, it'll be ready to install WordPress. Now here it's asking me, hey, this is WordPress. Okay. You want me to install? Where do you want to install? Choose installation URL. What is the meaning of that? It's asking me, you have so many websites that so many domains that you have bought. On which domain shall I you want me to build a building? It's asking me that. Okay. So I can choose here. Okay. So these are all the domains and subdomains that I have. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? Out of these 11 domains and subdomains, I can choose any one. Okay. And then I'll click on, for example, I choose this. I will not choose now because I've already got it done. S- So I'll just click on any one. Okay. Uh, Learn.Kartys. Okay. And then I'll click on quick install. I'll not do it right now because it's already there. Okay. Here, the moment I click on quick install, it will start installing. Here, I can put the site's name. What is the name of the site? What is the description of the site? I can create an admin account. I can create Sagar, admin, and then give the password, whatever. And I can email. I put an email. Okay, admin@learn.kartis.co. Right. By default, it's there. English. I can choose the language. Advanced options. I can choose a database. I can connect a database. What is all that we'll discuss later. Okay. Here, I can choose the theme, what type of theme I want on the website. Okay. And here you say show all themes. There are different themes. See, these are all the themes that are there. Okay. Now, see, just imagine. Okay. If you learn this properly, okay, all you have to do is choose the theme, click on the theme. Okay. For example, you can go to a doctor or a dentist and say, you know what, I'll make a website for you. If, blah, 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 everything I'll do. Okay. This is my cost. And you come here and you click on it, and within 5 minutes, the website is ready. Right. Similarly, you can go to any software company, tattoo salon, wedding. See, there you go. Right? So there are so many things that you can do which are already there for free, right? All we have to do is um, we have to make sure that we choose the right theme at the right time, and then we go about it. Okay? So let's say I've chosen the theme already. I'll just go cancel that, and then here at the bottom it says install. The moment I click on install, okay, and then it says send email installation details, right? You can put your email address, and it'll all the details will come there, right? The moment you click on install, what will happen on this particular URL, WordPress will be installed. Understood? Any questions?
No, sir.
Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure, no problem. In that case, we will stop here for today. Okay. Um, what we'll do is, I don't want to give too much of, confuse you too much. Okay. So tomorrow, what we'll do is as I said, we'll start with a live website. Okay. Now, although it is, we'll not do any test website. What we'll do is we'll continue with one of the subdomains of a live website, and then you can go online. You can check on Google. When you type it, you can see your own work. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes,
Good.
sir.
So, as
Okay.
in when, yeah, as in when we will do the live, okay, and then if I give you theory, and then we'll do practical theory. That way, it will be faster to learn, okay, and then it will be more exciting for you guys to do it. All right, fair enough.
Yes.
Okay, I'll make sure that you get all the information. I'll send you on WhatsApp. Okay, just keep an eye on WhatsApp and also review the Google Sheet, the batch sheet that I have created. Okay, just go through this. Remember these points, steps to install WordPress. Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow. All right.
Sir. Bye.
Mm, 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 Bye.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.